city in a Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze.
What up? This is Swayze, and let's get right into it, guys, because it looks like some new information has been released when it comes to the C Blue case. And believe me, you guys are in for a doozy. So I'm gonna need you to light up the za, alright? Get your Capri Suns, grab a snack, and come on back, because things are getting hectic in Gotham City. Now, an article was released from New York Daily News, and the title reads, Mayor Adams and NYPD deflect questions about cops' credibility in Bronx assault case against teen drill rapper C Blue. Now, I'm sure all of you guys already know the story, right? During a little kerfuffle, a gun in C Blue's pocket, who was 16 at the time, went off, striking C Blue's leg and also hitting the officer. Well, it looks like the case against C Blue was thrown into doubt during a hearing before Bronx Supreme Court Justice on Tuesday. The judge found that the arresting officer had given a, quote, incredible and unreliable testimony about the January 18th confrontation with the teen, and that the cops had no legal justification for stopping and searching him. Now, you know, when the NYPD and Eric Adams heard that, they was pissed off. But let's continue, because there's a lot we gotta get to. The Deputy Commissioner of Public Information, John Miller, said a 16-year-old and a police officer were each shot and wounded in this incident. The bullet came from a gun being carried by a teenager who was released in a prior gun arrest. The officers were on patrol that night for the sole purpose of keeping our citizens safe. Those are the most critically important elements of this case. He ends off his statement saying, this is dangerous work, but the intent is to foster peace and achieve just outcomes for all New Yorkers, whether they are victims, witnesses, or young people who make wrong decisions to carry a firearm. We may respectfully disagree with the judge, but we intend to litigate this case in the courtroom. Y'all heard that? Yeah, y'all heard that. But wait till you hear what the judge had to say, because things about to get crazy. Now, Eric Adams said in his statement, I agree with the judge that there is no denying C Blue had an illegal gun on him that night. A gun that ended up injuring both him and a police officer. This was C Blue's second gun-related arrest, and exactly the reason why we need to work to get the guns off the streets. Now, the article continues to say, earlier that Wednesday, a peeved Adams brushed off a question from the news about the case as he bolted from an unrelated press conference in Queens. And he stated, quote, we said the conversation was over. It's over. Yo, Eric Adams big mad. Now, guys, I'ma tell you right now, this judge, let me see what her name is. I'ma keep it a buck with y'all. Let me get her name real quick. Let me get her name. This black, beautiful Nubian goddess name that's about to get C Blue off the case. What's her name? Oh, there it is. Her name is Naida Samaj. And the article says, after viewing the video of the incident, she blasted the arresting officer in scathing remarks from the bench. And it reads, I cannot state how absolutely incredible his testimony was. It was inconsistent with the video. It was inconsistent with his fellow officer's testimony. It was self-serving. It had no value, she said. Now, the judge's blistering comments reignited advocates' outrage with Adams for using the case in his fight to amend the state's bail laws. A director at the Center for Community Alternatives states Mayor Adams owes New Yorkers an apology. The mayor wrongly blamed bail reform for the release of a 16-year-old. Now, unsurprisingly, we learn that the police fabricated the circumstances leading up to the incident. Video proved that this young person was unconstitutionally assaulted, and it is now clear that he was the only person seriously injured as a result of the police actions. Bruh, he has a point. Because if you remember, 10 days after the shooting, Eric Adams cited the case as further evidence the state's bail laws should be amended to let judges consider the dangerousness of a defendant. Remember, he said himself, New Yorkers should be all outraged that a repeat offender accused of shooting at a police officer is today walking free on bond because judges are precluded from even considering danger to the community. But that's crazy that he said that, because the director at the Center of Community Alternatives and the judge claims that he wasn't released because of some bail law reform that needs to be changed. He was released because the video proved that C. Blue was unconstitutionally assaulted by the police officer. His whole story contradicted what the fuck was going on that video. Bro, am I the only old head whose mind is blown right now? This is crazy, but let's continue because we ain't done. Now the article ends off stating, cops initially asserted the young rapper whose songs have attracted more than 1 million views on YouTube was part of a disorderly crowd and refused orders to take his hands out of his pockets, leading to the tussle. However, the video showed the gun went off as the cops grabbed at C. Blue, the judge said. The judge found that C. Blue had been illegally searched and the cops initiated the fight. Bruh, son. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not against cops or anything, but a liar is a liar, goddammit. Who the fuck out here still robbing phones? You a bozo, you should have stayed home. C. Blue just might be coming home, guys. But let's continue. The judge stated, while there is no disputing the fact that C. Blue had a gun on him that night, he literally does everything you tell your child to do when they're approached by the cops. He literally kept his hands up. He literally tried to record to make sure there was proof. And he answered questions he had no obligation to answer. Now, the judge ruled that C. Blue should be tried as a juvenile, and as of now, he has pleaded not guilty to criminal possession of a weapon, second-degree assault, and other weapons charges. Well, there you have it, people. That was the article, and I find this very unfortunate and sad, because the people that you're supposed to trust to keep the city clean and safe is lying. And we honestly would not have known that if none of this was caught on camera. Again, shout out to that black, beautiful Nubian goddess, Naida Samaj, for doing what the judicial system is supposed to do. Find the truth. Find the truth. And that's what she did. But pull up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this situation. And if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
Who the fuck out here still robbing phones? You a bozo, you should've stayed home.